You should have put in time against me, then I said,
Pudding time. How old is that, Brett? Gee, that's like 1956.
oh my God.
No, they were still doing it in the 80s.
They still doing that?
Yeah.
I
I knew exactly what he was gonna say.
You did, cause I did.
That means you young.
I'm old, bro.
You young.
All right, everybody. So you know my routine. If you haven't been here before, well, you've been at the meeting before, of course, but hearing me, I'm gonna ask everybody to stand up. We gotta get started, get the energy moving. You know, since you got this carbon, you probably done got slow. So if you don't want to stand up, it's up to you. I had one guy last time say, I don't want to stand up. I don't want to say, but I need you to stand up. Let's get the energy moving because we're gonna do a little affirmation. All right. So we're gonna wait till Leslie come back. But we gotta make sure Leslie is in the building with us.
She's
Yeah, she gonna wipe her face off and look, see? All right, so my name is Troy Smith. I'm from Most Moto, which stands for Mindset of Successful Thinking. Moto is just simply for motivation. And what I do, I truly believe that every person has the opportunity to be successful in life by just changing the way that they think. So by us being self-professionals, it's all about how we think, right, Brett? So that's what we're going to do today is just say some simple stuff. So repeat after me. I am here.
I am here.
Okay, yeah, so I like to smile too. Victoria, you ready? I am here.
I'm here.
And I will be engaged.
And I will be engaged.
I am here.
I am here.
And I will be engaged.
And I will be engaged.
With Troy.
With Troy.
All right, y'all take a seat there. Because I want to make sure that it's all about energy, man. It's all about how you feel, how things go. And if you don't have the energy level, then it ends up making it a very long day. Right? It makes it very long for me, makes it very long for you, and you're like, you know what, I'm out. I may not leave physically, but I may leave mentally. I'm out here. So we're gonna just cover what we talked about last time. And what we're talking about is basically selling our way out. So selling our way out of whatever that may be. It can be in regards to business, in regards to, hey, I don't want to do real estate anymore. Or I want to sell my way out of a partnership to make sure things go better. You know, because I've been in the same spot for quite some time. I'm tired of being here. So we just need to actually start learning how to sell our way out of something. It's all right. You okay? Oh, look, all the muffins are all in the way. My bad. Let me move up a little bit.
You want to use so I can pay attention?
So those people that actually was here last time with us, you know, when we talked about, like I said, selling our way out. What does selling our way out actually mean? I'm looking over here because it's only two people that was here last time. Actually three. These three men, her, Red. And tell me your name again. Patty. So in regards to selling our way out, I'm gonna just give you a cheat sheet. Okay, just simple cheat answer. It's just basically becoming resourceful. All right, it makes sense, right? Becoming resourceful. What happens after a while is that we start complaining about why we're where we are in our business. So we start making all these different excuses, and then we realize, or we forget to realize that we have the resources already. All right. So I'm gonna go over just briefly talk about the things we had talked about in regards to selling our way out. A couple key points was just changing our attitude. We had to change our attitude and things because if we continue to have the same attitude, we're going to stay in the same spot. All right? We had to realize and understand what our why was. Victoria, why did we even get into business in the first place? Why did you become a real estate agent?
I went to school.
You know, and if you, look, let me tell you all something too. When you're on the spot, Patty, right? You don't have to answer right now. Maybe you might want to think about it a little bit. But just what I'm actually going over is just going over what we talked about last time and understanding why we got into the business in the first place. Think about it, Patty. Not Patty, Victoria. Think about it, and we'll get back to that later on. We just covered some of the points we discussed last time about selling our way out. Because anytime I come here to discuss with you all, it's talking about selling our way out of whatever that may be. We had one young lady talking about selling her way out of a relationship, a marriage. It depends. It's all up to you. We try to be successful in life in general. And what we're talking about mainly is about real estate, but then sometimes in order for you to be successful in business and work, you got to be successful in personal life too. All right, so we talked about also, you have to renew your mindset. That's one main thing. You got to change your mindset the way you think. And you're going to hear me say that often because of what I wrote about it. But that's the truth. Success all starts in the mindset first, right?
It's a dream.
It's a dream.
And you take the dream and then you put the plan to action out of the dream and you start chasing your dream and you put the plan in action, and the first plan may fail, but you don't give up, you keep pushing.
But guess what? He says a key point, but what happens, we have the dream, what does majority of us do? Don't have a plan, but we have the dream and have a plan, but we don't execute it. We don't even start. I got a plan, I got a dream, so I'm laying on it, and I'm in the bed, I'm dreaming about it every night. I wake up, I wrote it down in my mirror, I listen to all my motivational stuff on YouTube, and I'm still in the same spot. And this is about business. All right, then the last thing, I'm just briefly. Understanding the two most important currencies in life, which is time and relationships. Time is very important. That's something you got to invest wisely, right? Relationships is something that's going to get you places that money cannot buy you. So that's what we discussed last time. So we're going to stay in the place of selling our way out. And we understand what selling our way out means, which is simply becoming resourceful, doing whatever it takes to be successful in the most ethical way.
Yes.
You know, people say doing whatever it takes, the next thing you know they're doing something out of the ordinary they don't need to be doing, right? But actually, whatever it takes is ethical to make sure it gets done. Sometimes you gotta have your back against the wall to actually move forward, right, Leslie?
Right.
That's how it goes.
Yes, Lord.
All right, yes, Lord. All right, so let's continue going on with that. I'll tell you one thing, that this is what we're gonna talk about today, is about insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we're not selling our way out and the reason why we're not moving forward is because simply we are insecure. And I say we because I'm in that too. You know, as people, you can have speakers that come and tell you what you're not doing.
Right.
Why are you successful? Why is your business terrible? Why is you? Why are you doing this, Leslie? Then we forget. Well, we all was there at some point.
Yes.
And we're always insecure.
Mm-hmm.
And since we're insecure about our business, insecure about who we are, then our business suffers from that. All right? So we're just basically talking about this too. So what does the term insecure mean to you? This open dialogue. What's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie. So Leslie, you tell me. Tell me what insecurity means to you.
Lack of confidence.
Lack of confidence. You must look up in the dictionary. You can Google it right quick if you want to. That's not like you. Why are you so personable? You must have a lot of clients, don't you?
I do.
Yes, she does she?
I do.
Probably
Some
because she
of 'em I
smiles
haven't
a
met
lot.
yet, but I do.
Ooh, I like your attitude. You must have read my book. All right. Tell me, Tammy, right?
Jamie.
Jamie, sorry. What does insecure, the term insecure mean to you?
I agree with that, just lack of confidence.
Right? Does it say anything, if you look it up in the dictionary, it doesn't say anything about fear. We oftentimes get insecurity and fear mixed up. That's two different things. You may not be afraid, but you're insecure. We become insecure. I'm gonna just break it down into layman's terms for you. So my background, so like when we talked last time, I said this on my way out, but I started talking about a little bit about my background in general. I'm from the projects, the inner city, before they tore the buildings down.
Okay.
All right, from Knoxville, Tennessee. Knoxville, Tennessee had about 11 project buildings. I lived in all of them.
I
Something
live
like
in
two.
one.
You lived in one
Not
too?
here, though.
Not here. So I'm from Knoxville though. Where you from?
Indiana.
Indiana. So oftentimes insecurity would easily creep up on me. You know, even the school I attended, I went to Tennessee State. Why should I be insecure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Why when I worked at different locations and different banks, you know, where'd you go to school? I used to say Belmont to see what their
Mm-hmm.
reaction was. I went to Belmont. Really? Man, tell me about it. So did you like songs? You want to be a music producer? I went to Vandy. You went to Vandy. How nice. Because they automatically assume, people automatically assume I went to Tennessee State.
Yes, yes.
Right? But then when I started to give my background information,
Mm-hmm.
Patty, they start understanding where I came from. They're like, really?
Mm-hmm.
So insecurity comes, and it comes easily.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to daily remind myself that's not who I don't want to stay there. So I was watching football last night, and they had the guy Connor play running back for Pittsburgh who had overcome cancer.
Yes.
And he said, I'm tired of being the person, recognize the person that overcome cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that overcame cancer.
Mm-hmm.
He want to be recognized as a esteemed football player.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he works hard.
Mm-hmm.
So insecurity will hit us all. It does all the time. Tell me about a time you may became insecure. Somebody, anyone, it's okay. I gave you some buffers. Tell me about a time. Tell me.
I'll go first.
Go ahead, you go first.
Be very vulnerable
Mhm.
among family and friends. When I transitioned into the role, I thought that maybe some of my they were my peers before
Yeah.
I became their leader.
Yeah.
So I was like, are they gonna trust me? Are they gonna understand that I will do what's in their best interest? Are they going to follow me?
Uh-huh.
Are they going to believe in me?
Right.
To get them from where they are to where they need to be?
Mm.
I'm honest.
That's that. You know, we're gonna talk about vulnerability, but who else? Oh, Victoria, you got something you want to say? Go ahead. I see your hand moving.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel insecure a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. Because of what?
I don't know. I think my sometimes I'm from Panama, so sometimes I might don't say the right word. I might think people thinking that she don't know how to speak or things like that.
Let
So
me tell you why you're gonna be successful. Because she's from Panama.
Yes.
Seriously. Let me
Yes,
tell you why she's gonna be
I'm
successful. Because her voice and her diction may not be as clear, but it's like attractive.
Yes.
Say that again. People gonna be drawn to that
Yes.
because you're different.
Yes.
But it's easy for us to actually be insecure because, like I said, and I speak from experience because I'm telling you, every place I go speak at times, the people don't look like me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I may not feel like I'm qualified enough to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I may not feel like I'm educated enough. I have a master's degree in education.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of people I speak to don't even have a high school diploma at times,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been successful in where they are,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we think about those times of, you know what, so let's talk about in business, you know, what makes us insecure. We come up with every excuse in the book. Well, you know, it's a down market, so about this time, things just doesn't go good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm in this area, my clients don't really need finance. See, I'm a lender. I'm a mortgage loan originator.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a mortgage loan originator, which I love to work with each and every one of you guys, let me know. I do these for a purpose. I want your business.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Seriously, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I want your business. I want to work with you. I want to do these classes. I want to show, you know what? This guy that spoke to us, like, you know, the big guy. He spoke to us. He's a mortgage guy. And not only that, I may want him to come speak to my group or my team. That's how that all works.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, my guys, let's go back to it. So me and lending, you know, hey, my clients don't really need lending in this area.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't. The time happens, you know, it's the time of the year where stuff starts slowing down. It doesn't work. But what is the one phrase that all salespeople hate to hear? Brett, what's that one thing that you hate to hear as a salesperson?
I can't.
Okay, you can't.
No.
Let me rephrase it this way. As a salesperson, we make the excuses. You're talking to your peers, you're talking to your manager, and they're asking you about your numbers. And LaShonda's saying, hey, so, you know, I like you. You know, she can't really probably tell you straight up because she just smiles so much. She's so sweet to tell you suck. Right? But sometimes, I know Brett probably can tell you, hey, you're not doing too good right now. You suck. But tell me, what's that one thing we hate to hear when you're talking to your management or whoever and you're talking to your peers about your excuses? What's that one thing, the phrase? I mean, I'm telling you, when I say it, you can be like, oh my God, yes. What is it?
Well, the biggest problem is yourself. You gotta look in the mirror and find out what you need to change.
That's true. Before we go there, though, but what's the phrase? I'm looking for a phrase we hate to hear.
Now's not the time.
Now's not the time. Okay, that's one.
But he said from your manager, not the client.
Oh, for the
So,
manager.
Yeah. So from the manager,
Yeah.
when you're sitting down, you're going through your one-on-one. Tell me your name one more time.
Shawanda.
Shawanda, you're sitting down one-on-one, you're talking with LaShonda, she's your friend. She was your peer at one time, now she's your manager. She's telling you, hey, it's not looking good, things not working well. What's going on? And you tell her, I mean, we hate to hear it. Well, LaShonda's going to, you tell your excuse, well, LaShonda says this one thing that we all hate. I'm going to just go ahead and tell you. Well, so-and-so doing it, why can't you? Do y'all not? I hate hearing that.
I did too, because it's like comparison.
Yeah, well, so-and-so doing it, why, you know, why can't you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got.
Yeah, that's true.
So that goes along with what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
But we're talking about in real estate, man. It don't matter what profession you're in. So and so is doing it. They have the same resources. They don't have the they CMR, their CRM doesn't work that good. You know, your client relationship management program, whatever. This doesn't look good. They have to stay in the same area. So and so is doing it, but you can't. Why?
You wanna
They're
know
not-
Yeah,
why?
no, man, that's what happens. So they want to ask you out. Then, so tell me, Leslie, what would you say after that?
Why would be because of your mindset. Because it really, at the end of the day.
Did you read that?
You know, but I tell you, I'm working on my mind myself.
Every day.
You know, and I just, my own from my falls to my rises, I have to learn from it. And so, yeah, that would be my answer. The mindset.
Let me tell you what makes what's different between so-and-so and us at times. So-and-so just made a decision.
Yes, that's it.
They just decided.
I'm gonna do
I got the same resources.
Mhm.
I worked in Green Hills lending. I worked in all over the place. But I worked in Green Hills. The majority of my banking experience has been in affluent areas. So when you're not from working in affluent area, and you're not doing well over on the other side of the tracks, you say, but you're in Green Hills.
Mhm.
You should be killing it.
Mhm.
But they don't know what you deal with in that area.
Yes.
But then you may say, well, you're over on Dickerson area, in the Dickerson area. You should be killing it. Everywhere I've known, wherever I've gone, is that it's always the same excuse.
Mhm.
We're always going to find out an excuse of why we're not doing well,
That's good.
right? We're not doing well because the borrowers in Green Hills don't need the money.
Mhm.
It's old money,
Mhm.
and the people over in Dickerson can't get qualified. So it's just a but guess what? So and so still doing it.
You know
Tammy's
why
still
they
killing it.
still
Tell me
do
why
it?
they doing it. Yeah,
Well, because they got off the roller coaster.
they got off the roller coaster. They decided.
You
Yeah.
know, she said mindset, and then secondly, relationships.
That's true.
You have to build relationships before necessarily becoming your client.
So
and
we
that's
talked
the
about
reason
that.
why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're building a relationship. You're showing who you are as a person, and then once a person trusts you as a person, then they may consider giving you business.
So go back to what from the beginning.
Yeah.
You might want to write this. The most important currencies in life is time and relationships.
Yeah.
Time would get you got to invest it wisely. We here for a little bit. We're gonna do what we need to do, but we need to get in and get out and go do something else to make it happen. But then the relationships will get you places that money can't buy you. Brett had a great story last time. The woman was calling and shopping him, and you automatically thought that she may not have it. Come to find out, she had plenty of money, right? And she turned you on to more business because of that.
Yeah, she was a professor at Belmont
Mm-hmm.
and still is. And we started out looking at $100,000 homes,
Mhm.
and she was very intelligent.
Mhm.
And I always take my iPad everywhere I go. And she asked me while I was in that particular house, is there any other houses? Well, all I did was get on Real Tracks and look in the area to see if there's any houses in that price range. Back then there was. And it was when we had some foreclosures. And she said, well, do you mind if we go see it? I said, no, I don't mind. It's empty. We can get in. So I called, set the appointment, and we both drove over there. And it scared me to death when she said this. You talk about being insecure.
Mm-hmm.
I was showing her house, and she walked through it. She said, Brent, what do you think about this? And the driveway was like this. And she said, I understand the country music started here way years ago or something like that. And I said, well, I don't know about that, but you asked me what I think of the house. I said, the house needs a lot of work, but to be honest with you, I don't like that driveway. I drive a Lincoln, and it's gonna rub and tear the underneath of my car out every time I come up it.
But the key thing,
Mhm.
what is he doing? Developing a relationship.
Mhm.
And what got me was she said, okay. She said, Brent, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I just froze.
Mhm.
I said, you gotta be honest with me. She said, yeah. She said, I ain't been shopping for one of these homes. I'm like, why would you waste my time? In my mind, I'm saying, well, why would you waste my time? Why would you take me out doing this? And she said, because I'm interviewing realtors. And you just became my realtor.
Mm.
All right now.
Now let's talk about what we really want to look at.
Look at that. But I had to build the trust.
Yes.
And then, like you said, he had some insecurities there. He realized that, you know what? I don't be insecure anymore. I gotta go ahead and work through this whole thing. So how do we sell our way out of being insecure? Right? How do we sell our way out of being insecure to actually become successful salespeople? How many people believe they are actually salespeople? Everybody should be raising their hand.
Yeah,
I don't.
Put your hand up.
I'm just saying I don't own it, so there's no point in me.
You said what?
Yeah.
I don't own it.
You don't own it?
I'm serious.
Why you tell me why? That's great. Tell me why you don't own the sales title.
I'm an educator.
Okay.
I educate people about what's going on in the market or whatever their needs
Mhm.
are,
Mm-hmm.
and I help you find and something to meet your need.
Mhm.
And I know that's what, but I don't know. I just don't own it.
That's fine. But guess what you are?
I know.
You know.
I'm just being real.
Exactly. That's what it, no, but that's totally fine. Look, I've been in banking forever
It's okay.
since I've been out of grad school. And one thing we're always trying to do in the banking meeting is to avoid that we're salespeople.
Mhm.
Why?
Mhm.
Now, the way you sell is totally different. That's different from you being a salesperson.
She sells,
Fair
not
enough.
educates.
She educates.
Yeah, she
But we
sells,
should
right?
all be educated.
Uh-huh.
We should all be building a relationship. Somebody said, well, I'm an actual psychiatrist of sales. Okay, whatever it is. Guess what? You a
That's working for
salesperson.
me, right?
Right? You are a salesperson. What's one of the most effective ways to become successful in life? What's the career to choose to be successful in your life? To make as much
Real
money as you
estate.
want? Real estate. What is real estate agents? Salespeople.
Yes.
There's uncapped money you can be making.
You can't be scared of change. You gotta find the right car or vehicle that gets you where you need to go.
Mhm.
You gotta be able to put yourself in that vehicle and ride that ride.
Mhm. But hey, look, the classes we've been attending, what bus are you on? What are you driving? What bus? Are you on the right bus?
I like that.
How many times have you been in school? Like when I used to ride, this is when I was going to school. So like I said, I'm from public housing, public schooling, public everything. That was my thing. So I got on the bus. They used to have two trips. 370A and 370B. I rode 370B. They went to my projects, right? If you got on 370A, you're on the wrong bus. You riding the whole time like, where is everybody at? I'm not on the right bus.
Mhm.
That's what we are sometimes in sales. We're not on the right bus.
Yes.
But we got to call it what it is.
Mhm.
And if we actually accept the fact that we are salespeople, no matter how you do it, you actually are a salesperson. And people actually are looking forward to working with someone that's a salesperson. They don't want to work with their eye.
Mhm.
If they did, they go work with it. You know, that's how they come. So, and I'm trying to, I try to get away from the terms like sales coach,
Mhm.
sales leader, sales coach, and I'm trying to avoid it. But guess what you are? You're coaching. It's like when I used to do music. I got a rap album, believe it or not. I got a rap label and a record label, everything.
Really?
Yeah. So, and it's a clean music, right?
Okay.
But guess what? If you don't cuss on the music, guess what they're automatically gonna say? You're a Christian rapper. Are you a Christian rapper? I'm just doing some clean music. I just want to listen to music without cussing. I want to be able to put the reason why I did the songs and the music I did a song called Audi Music because I bought an Audi one day. And I was riding the Audi, so I'm riding around with this Caucasian persuasion brother. And I'm riding with him, and I'm like, I don't want to listen. I want to listen to all the speakers. Because every car I get in, I want to test to listen to all the music. But I don't want my insecurity hit me. I don't want to look like he's going to automatically listen to some rap. Right? Or he's going to automatically listen to some stuff that got tons of cussing in it. Because it got all basic. I said, you know what I need to do, Brett? Brett, right? Brent. You know what I need to do? I need to create an album, a song that people can listen to by listening to luxury cars and riding by listening to music. It'd be like, oh, it sounds good, it's tasteful. That's the entrepreneur thing they clicked on. So I made a song. I went to Audi and said, Audi. A song.
I hear you.
Yeah, I made a song. And then I made the one song turned into a whole album. But I made one song and went to the Audi and said, hey, I want to do a song, I want to do a video. Can I use the stuff here? I let them listen to the music. They said, oh, it sounds good. They let me come down there and did a video and had fun. Sent it to Audi USA. They told me they don't do that. But I did it. It was fun. But sometimes you gotta really, you just start creating things, right? You start becoming resourceful, all this stuff. I don't know why I went to that, but we're talking about 8 ways of being, getting out of insecurity.
Well, I think you said one just right there, when you was, talking about going to Aldi.
Mm-hmm.
You said, well, I had fun. You got to always remember when you started that, it was hard,
Mm-hmm.
but once you got over a certain point where it became fun and not a job,
Yeah.
that you actually
Oh yeah.
enjoyed going to work and doing the job and reaping the rewards,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't come easy. So you got to be able to commit yourself to.
Oh man, you're saying all the key words that we're gonna be talking about. Commit.
You got
all
to
this
you
stuff.
got to commit yourself
Yes.
to and when your mind starts playing its games on you,
Mm-hmm. Which it will.
what you got to do is remember the fun part of it and get back to the fun.
Remember the what? The why.
Yeah.
Remember this stuff. So all this stuff is going back into what we've always been discussing. And the reason why I brought that up is because I was doing the music, there's no cussing. You had to call it whatever. People just say, "Oh, you Christian rap?" No. But unfortunately, if that's what they categorize it to be, because you're not cussing it.
Just say clean
Just
music.
clean music,
Because
right?
I was gonna ask her, there's a rapper that did only clean music. What's his name? Comedian / rapper,
Mhm.
African American. All his raps are clean.
Look at that. But it's all. But just like in sales, we are what we are. They are who they say they were, right? So they won the game. That's what Dennis Green said. They are who we thought they were. So they beat us, right? So I'm trying to get away from the 8 steps, the 8 this, the 8. Well, I'm just gonna say 8 ideas, right? Because you're gonna take these ideas and you can accept it, add it, or you can just, I'm just gonna filter it out and just leave it alone. All right. So we're gonna do 8 ideas about how to actually sell our way out of insecurity. You ready, Victoria?
Yeah.
But before we do that, we gotta realize what success looks like to us
Mm-hmm.
in our business.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about actually getting out of insecurity, become successful salespeople, real estate agents. So we got to realize, Patty, what success look like to us, and quit adopting the definition of what success look like to someone else. So that's what they call that, keeping up with the Joneses. Even though Miss Jones is doing her thing, but we don't need to worry about what Miss Jones is doing with her business, because in her business, she may have been doing one thing, she's successful at it. We have the same type of deals, but I'm doing something different here. 10 cold calls a day may be good for you for 30 days straight. That may be your check mark as success column. We're just making it simple. We got to go back to elementary.
Mm-hmm.
We be overthinking it all the time, but it's just too easy. So if it's too easy, it can't be true. Well, no, it's that easy. When you talk to someone that's actually successful, they do the things that's so easy, you get upset because you didn't do it.
But you know how to do it, and you started out doing it.
Yeah,
It's called the basics.
yeah.
First of all, you got to learn the basics, and if you stay to the rules of the basics, but a lot of us, including me, get way away from that because I'm venturing into to enhance the basics or change the basics or do something to make them more appealing.
Oh man, that's the worst thing you want to do.
And I realize, my self-awareness realizes that, Brent, by doing this, you got way off course.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get back on course and steady your course.
Yeah.
And when you steady your course, guess where you find yourself back up to? You find yourself right in the middle of the basics again.
That's right.
And then you start over, and you go, your success rate starts going up, and you go, what did I do different?
You got away from what you were doing.
Yeah, not the basics.
Yeah,
That got me
yeah.
there.
But what you were doing, right? They got you there. Patty, right? That makes sense. 10 cold calls a day can actually get you more hits at bat, which turns into more business. That's the basics. That may be what success looks like to you for that moment. So by being leading branches at times, I tell people look, let's not worry about all of it. Let's get this pie, and this is what we can do is be the best at this. So if customer service needs to be the best thing, because good customer service makes good money, because they continue coming back.
That's right.
So I don't want to go too far off into it because that's going to be one of the things we're covering, okay? So Tim, you just got to realize what success look like to you for your business. Leslie's business, Tammy's business, right? Victoria's business. Tell me your name one more time.
Shawanda.
Shawanda.
Just call me LaShonda.
LaShonda?
No.
She said
LaShonda. Just call me LaShonda. I'll answer.
Okay, LaShonda.
Yeah.
I want to call you by your whole name.
It's Shawanda, but I mean,
Shawanda.
people like
You listen
go
to
back
me
and
all the
forth with
time.
us, so we answer each other's name.
No, that's LaWanda.
Yeah, I'm glad, even though I like LaShonda,
Yeah.
and she had, I'm just going to say LJ.
Okay.
Because she's easy, and she's
Okay,
right there, I
okay.
can see her name, but I hate, cause I was gonna say LaShonda, LaShawana, and like, ooh, that's not right.
It's Shawanda.
Shawanda,
Yeah.
you got some good hair too.
Thank you.
Yeah, Shawanda. That's some good hair. I've been looking at her roots are nice, and all that stuff. My daughter hair, I'm just,
I can help you out later.
Okay, cool. So, let's get to, so the first idea is this, right? The first idea to building your confidence as a salesperson is to believe you belong. Believe you belong in the room. AKA plant your flag. Plant your flag in the ground. So who can tell me exactly the symbolism of planting your flag?
It's grabbing the
Sign it.
foothouse.
You want to say what you better say?
I said, sign in the yard.
Okay, sign of y'all. Okay, that's good. Plant your flag. That's a good one. Yeah, I didn't think of that. You put that flag in the ground. Sign in the yard. Say that. What John Grant? What was it? Put the foothold.
Yeah, you gotta take the lead and get a foothold of your business, and by that means it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta have that mindset, you know. It's
I mean, you keep
showtime.
saying them, but y'all saying the hot topic words: mindset, relationships, commitment, putting a sign in the yard. Tammy, what does it look like to you? What is planting a flag? I'm sorry. Jamie, I keep calling her Jamie. That's Tammy.
Patty. Just quit calling
Stop,
her
just
name.
call her name,
Just
period.
look at
I'm just
her
gonna point.
and say, yes.
Let's say you. I know what I should have done. What I'm gonna do next time. I was
You're
gonna.
welcome.
God dang it. LaShonda.
Thank you.
I was gonna get the little fold up things, and now I see. Look, now I see the importance of those little fold up things and having the little things on the table.
They don't have to be photo. No, do the little stickers.
No, but I can do but then I can't see it. Instead, my glass get fogged. I ain't gonna be able to see you. If I see it right here, it's big.
Oh.
And people like to draw decorations around it and put
Okay.
little stars. And I see Leslie doing that already. I know her name because her name tag on there. Brent name tag would be covered. I'm trying to say I know that brother's name, but Tammy,
Jamie.
Jamie.
Patty and Jamie.
Patty. I still messed up. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
What
Let's
does
just
it-
point
what-
at you.
What does it mean to
Tell
you?
me. And this is on video too. This is me learning myself. See? Plant your flag.